I told you I'll be doing this once or twice a month. Now, this time we're not opening boosters. These are obviously predetermined sealed product, but Blue Eyes Structure Deck and the Legendary Decks Collector's Box. This thing actually just looks cool, and I'm just going to use this box to keep any commons I have multiples of. Because I'll obviously be... I obviously wouldn't put any common I have multiples of in the binders. I'll need to reorganize the binders as well, but I'm going to show that off when I do it. For now, we're going to open these two. Now, obviously, there's a little less excitement if you already know what's in these, but don't worry, the next opening is going to be a full boosted display. But for now, let's just get into this. Hello? Don't want to really damage the frickin' thing. You know what? That should help. And then we should be able to peel off the bottom, making this a little easier to open. No. You know what? Just don't cut myself. Okay, I think this is fine. Now, obviously, this is the Saga of Blue Eyes White Dragon structure deck. As you see up here, English edition, so at this time I won't frickin' need to translate you the cards. For all I care, I'm just gonna go with whatever is available whenever I'm buying stuff. So, in this case, it was the English one that I got. Don't even know if that was actually like advertised as being the English one, but I thought I had. That this is obviously the one that I wanted to include in the last opening. I'll keep this box because it looks cool, but yeah, this is the one I wanted to frickin' include in the last box. In the last opening. Oh hey, official rulebook. I don't think... Are you up to date? Because, like, I don't know. Nope, this still had the pendulum zones on the side of the frickin' thing, like in Legacy of the Duelist. Those don't work like that anymore. There's been a Master Rule update for that. I'm going to assume then that this nice little playmat, which honestly looks kinda sick. This doesn't even have the pendulum. It just has frickin' Monster Zone spell and Trap Card Zones, extra deck, field, graveyard, and deck. So this is basically the same thing I have lying around here, just in updated and with a cooler design. I might be using this as a background in the future. As you know, it kinda looks cool. We'll try. We'll try it next time. So you can look forward to that. And then we've got these little things here. Little pamphlet. How to play this deck. The entire deck list. And if you can versus when you can. Oh, hey, missing timing is actually explained on this thing. That's interesting. Either way, yeah, I won't be needing this or the rulebook because the rulebook's outdated and the deck list, yeah, I'll just put that back into the packaging along with the plastic, because reduce plastic waste. I'm going to keep the box, so I might as well keep it sturdy with the plastic inside. Yeah, because now it's rigid. So, then let's go to the actual deck. So, this design of Blue Eyes... Hello, Train. This design of Blue Eyes is the same as the one that came with the Power of Chaos game, if I'm not completely wrong. The one that I have over in the binder. But hey, cool. It's another Blue Eyes that I can add to the collection. First and foremost, this is about the other cards that are in this thing. And we're gonna open the other thing as well, so... Can you? Please. Thanks. We're gonna go through this anyway. Blue Eyes, White Dragon, obviously the main thing. Main thing why I wanted this is this guy, Azura, Silver Dragon, and the other like cards that come as part of this. Maiden with Eyes of Blue, I didn't have that yet, for instance, as well. Dragon Shrine, also in super rare. And there's just in general a lot of stuff I haven't had yet. Like, I don't have a Rabbit Dragon in my collection. I don't have an Alexandrite Dragon. I have another dupe of the Luster Dragon now. But hey. What are you? I'm just gonna put this pile over here and look at individual cards for now. Rider of the Storm Winds. You can target one dragon-type normal monster you control, equip it with this card from your hand or your side of the field. If a monster equipped with this card attacks a defense position monster that inflicts piercing damage. And you can destroy this card instead if it would be destroyed. Okay, so that's a pretty neat one. That's useful. If I ever want to play this deck. Got Darkstorm Dragon. Gemini monsters. As if those would ever be useful. Like, when's the last time... Were Geminis ever useful? Because you need to use up an additional freaking normal summon for them to get their effect. Like, that's way too slow for modern Yu-Gi-Oh, isn't it? Kaiser Glider. Card cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster that has equal attack. Hieratic Dragon of Tefnuit. What? If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. So this is basically the same effect as Cyber Dragon. Your opponent cannot activate trap cards during the battle phase. Wow. So that's basically Jinzo, but only in battle phase. That's cool. Divine Dragon Apocalyph. Once per turn, you can discard one card, then target one dragon-type monster in your graveyard, add that to your hand. Whitestone of Legends we already know. When this card is sent to the graveyard, add one Blue Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. Kyberman, tribute for special summoning a Blue Eyes White Dragon. We got that one in German as well, because we got that in the last booster opening. From the Legendary Duelists booster. Herald of Creation. Once per turn you can discard one card, then target a level 7 or higher monster in your graveyard and add that target to your hand. This really wants to get Blue Eyes back a lot, right? Kaiser Seahorse, we already know that. Honest! Yay! I hate this card. Mostly because I never got to use it, but... during your main phase, you can return this card from the field to the hand. During either player's damage step, when a light monster you control battles, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster it is battling until the end phase. Yay. Honest for game. Shining Angel twice? This is like the one time I see a freaking structure deck actually having more than one copy of a card that is useful in it. And this isn't even that useful. Silver's Cry is basically Monster Reborn for normal dragon types. Burst Stream of Destruction, we got that one last time. Stamping Destruction. Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. That's again wording on that card that like a Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. That sounds very not English. How about calling it Wingbeat of a Giant Dragon? Anyway. Trade-in. Discard 1 level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. Useful. It's basic. I mean, that's basically Pot of Greed with a cost of discarding a level 8. Which is really only useful in a frickin' Blue Eyes deck, I guess. Cards of Consonance. Discard a Dragon-type tuner with 1,000 or less attack and then draw 2 cards. Dude, all the Pot of Greed effects. White Elephant's Gift, another draw 2 cards one. 1 for 1, send a monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 1 monster from your hand or deck. Monster Reborn. Dragon Tactics. Tribute 2 dragon type monsters, special summon 1 level 8 dragon type monster from your deck. Soul Exchange, Swords of Revealing Light, Enemy Controller, Castle of Dragon Souls. What does that do? Once per turn, focus. Once per turn, you can banish 1 dragon type monster from your graveyard, then target 1 monster you control. It gains 700 attack until the end phase, even after this card leaves the field, or the monster becomes unaffected by card effects. Wow, okay, that okay, cool. Even if this card becomes, even if the monster becomes unaffected by card effects afterwards, it's still affected by this. Interesting. Fiendish Chain, Kunai with Chain, Damage Condenser, Call of the Haunted, Compulse, and Champion's Vigilance. If you control a level 7 higher normal type, normal. I always want to say normal type because of Pokemon. When a monster you would be summoned or a spell or trap is activated, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So that's basically Solemn Judgment without the cost, but you'd have to have Blue Eyes on the field, basically. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like these cards. Now, let me sleeve up some stuff. These sleeves are from the other deck I had. Basically, the golden sleeves you saw last time, I ran out of those because I realized I didn't actually, like, I hadn't sleeved up all of the rare, like all of the foil cards, all of the super rares in my binders. I realized that while watching the video back, while editing. So, yeah, I ended up using up the golden stuff. Okay, so we're gonna use these now. These are, as you see, a little bit bigger. These are usually like the size that you'd use for Magic the Gathering or for Pokemon cards. Those fit in there nicely. I don't know, back then I didn't pay attention when buying stuff. So, that's the Blue Eyes structure. Put these over here. And put these over here. And then we have this nice boxy here. Very much a very cool design for a box. I'm just gonna slit the plastic there. Nice. Get off. Okay, ow. I have to get that in front of me. Okay. And these decks are... I mean, I'll obviously have some dupes from that, but there's that. I mostly wanted this box because it looks really good. So there's these cards that we'll go through, and then there's these 3 decks that we will also go through. So let me just put these up here. We're going to start with this pack. And I'll get rid of this, by the way, broken plastic inside the box. Don't know where that got mangled, because this was sealed. And the box is absolutely pristine condition, so I don't know. However, that managed to get fucked up. I'm going to assume that it wasn't a packaging process. But yeah, I'll just put my non-foil cards in here for now, I guess. This is a cool little collector's box. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we're going to look at the cards. Okay. So let's look at these extra packaged cards. Whatever those are. I don't know why they pack these extra if there's like 3 decks in here, but whatever. And that's the Dark Burning Attack if you control Dark Magician Girl. A Dark Magician Girl monster, because that's an archetype now. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Oh, by the way, these are limited edition. Cool. Dark Burning Attack. Dark Burning Magic. If you control a monster whose original name is Dark Magician or and Dark Magician Girl monsters. You control monsters. Destroy all cards your opponent controls. That's okay. Eternal Soul. Every Dark Magician in your monster zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. You can only use the following effects of Eternal Soul once per turn. You can activate one of these effects. Special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard. Add 1 Dark magic attack or 1,000 knives from your deck to your hand. So that's cool. Oh, I really need these sleeves to be over here. I'm assuming these aren't worth a whole lot, but again, I will look that up while editing, and if there's anything, or actually like while adding these to my collection list that I have on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. But yeah. To stay with the themes here a bit, we're going to open the Blue Eyes deck first. Because obviously that's a Blue Eyes deck, because that's a Maiden with Eyes of Blue. That's a rarity upgrade over the frickin' the structure deck there. Also, if you'd want to actually play the structure deck, you'd want more than one Maiden with Eyes of Blue anyway. So, don't know if... This should have like a thing to open here, but it doesn't. Like, you see the frickin' line where it should open, but it doesn't. Did I give anybody a heart attack with that? Anyway, so we've got Maiden with Eyes of Blue. We've got Melody of Awakening Dragon. I like that card. I'm playing that in my Blue Eyes deck in the game. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Finally. I have not ever had this frickin' card. Which means, if this is in here, and these are playable decks, we have 3 Blue Eyes. In 3 different common, but 3 different art styles. So that's the original starter deck Kaiba art style, that's the Legend of Blue Eyes art style, and that's the art style from the structure deck that we already opened. So those are neat. Then we've got Dragon Spirit of White. I don't think I've ever seen this card. This card is always treated as a Blue Eyes card. This card is treated as a normal monster while in the hand or graveyard. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one spell trap card your opponent controls, banish it. During either player's turn, if your opponent controls a monster, you contribute this card and special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. Okay. Another Kaiba Man, a White Stone of Legends, White Stone of Ancients. That's the one where you special summon when this goes to the graveyard in the end phase, right? Yeah. Protector with Eyes of Blue, Master with Eyes of Blue, Battle Ox, Lajin, Wars Raider, Alexandrite Dragon, Blade Knight, Ancient Lamp, Tiger Dragon. Never seen that before. When this card is tribute summoned, oh my god. 2400. And that's level 6, really. By attributing a dragon type, you can target up to 2 face-down spell trap cards your opponent controls and destroy them. Huh. Kimodo Dragon. Interesting. Once per turn? Well, how good is it that it needs a once per turn? If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a dragon type monster from your hand. Okay, yeah, that's too good to not have it once per turn. King of the Swamp, we know that of course already. Rider of the Storm Winds. Burst Stream, Beacon of White, Mausoleum of White, Poly, Enemy Controller, Shrink, Silent Doom, Ancient Rules, Trade In. Where are Arf though? Huh? Heck is that? If you control a face-up level 1 monster, add 1 level 1 monster from your deck to your hand. During the end phase of this turn, take 2000 damage if you did not normal summon the added monster or a card with the same name after activating this card. Okay. Pot of DICHOTOMY. That's a pot of Greed Retrain, obviously. At the start of your main phase, target 3 monsters with different types in your graveyard. Shuffle all 3 into the deck. Then draw 2 cards. Cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. They really try to make a lot of these pots, don't they? Fusion Substitute. This card's name is always treated as Polymerization. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 fusion monster in your graveyard and return it to the extra deck, then draw 1 card. Using monsters you control as fusion materials. Like, am I not understanding this, or can you just use anything and not the actual materials? Or what is that? Unexpected die, negate attack, final attack orders, shadow spell, cloning, fusion reserve, jar of avarice, Azurai silver dragon, first of the dragons, 2 normal monsters must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can only control 1 first of the dragons. This card cannot be destroyed by battle except by battle with a normal monster and is unaffected by other monsters' effects. Yo. That's not even bad. And then we've got an ultra rare token. Can obviously be used as any token. Limited edition, everything. I mean, I'm still going to sleeve that thing, because why not? But interesting that they actually give out tokens in high rarities. Not going to the card collection, obviously. Next frickin' set. That's the Black Eyes deck. Red Eyes Black Dragon deck. Obviously, that's the Joey themed one. Do you also not have a frickin' thing to open? We've got the Black Stone of Legend, which is basically White Stone of Legend, but for Red Eyes. Got Return of the Red Eyes. We've got the Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. We've got Red Eyes Black Dragon, Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon, Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning, Red Eyes Retro Dragon, Black Metal Dragon. A lot of dragon. Axe Raider, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon, Jinzo, Goblin Attack Force, Gearfried the Iron Knight, Rocket Warrior, Blue Flame Swordsman. Once per turn during either player's battle phase, you can target 1 other warrior type monster you control. This card loses exactly 600 and if it does, the other monster gains 600. Time Wizard, Phoenix Gearfried, Gemini Summoner, Blazewing Butterfly, Dark Valkyria, Command Knight, Valkyrian Knight, Keeper of the Shrine, Inferno Fire Blast, which is probably literally the same weight, Target a face-up red-eyes dragon, a black dragon you control, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack. Cannot attack during the turn you activate this. So basically you make red-eyes attack directly, but only with its original attack. Red-eyes fusion, that's... one fusion monster lists red-eyes monsters as materials from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, deck, or field. Yeah, that's especially useful for like the what it called? Yeah, cards of the Red Stone, Polly, Salamandra, Scapegoat, Foolish Burial, Roulette Spider. I told you this was a Joey-esque card. Supervise MST, Symbol of Duty, Red Eye Spirit, Kunai with Jane, Call of the Haunted, Torrential Tribute, Burst Breath, Curse of Anubis, Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, Alligator Sword, and another token. And then lastly, we have this one, which is obviously Yugi's. And it also doesn't want to open. Damn it. Konami, can you just, like, make packaging that actually opens? Without having to cut shit, because having to cut shit if there's, like, cards inside is a little bit dangerous. And having to tear on this like a madman is also a bit dangerous. Anyway, Slifer the Sky Dragon, Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. So that's the god cards. Then Legendary Exodia Incarnate. What do you do? Cannot be normal summoned or spelled, must be special summoned from your hand by tributing one Forbidden One monster, and can not be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 1000 attack for each Forbidden One in your graveyard, unaffected by other card effects. Once per turn during your end phase, add one Forbidden One monster from your graveyard to your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, you can reveal any number of Forbidden One monsters in your hand. And if you do, draw one card for each. Okay. That's a weird way of trying to make Exodia playable. Ties of the Brethren. Obliterate. Exodia! Obliterate! And then we've got the Exodia parts, obviously. It's so nice to finally have a full set of Exodia cards. I've never had that. I only ever had the one leg that you saw in the thing. Exodia Necros, Dark Magician Girl, Buster Blader, Silent Magician level 8 and 4, the Tricky, Big Shield Gardener, Magician's Valkyrie, Blast Magician, Blockman, Marshmallow, Sangan, Gold Sarcophagus, Swords of Revealing Light, Dark Magical Dimension, Magicians Unite, Tricky Spell, 4000 Knives, Dark Magic Attack, Contract with Exodia, Messenger of Peace, which is still one of the most ridiculous cards to ever be made. 100 life points for every monster on the field that's 1500 or more attack not being able to attack. Like, what? Dark Factory of Mass Production, Monster Reincarnation, Secret Village of the Spellcasters, Pot of Duality, Mirror Force, Magical Hats, Magical Cylinder, I love this card, Magician's Circle, Backup Soldier, Gravity Pint, and another token. Okay. Good. So here we have the 3 Egyptian god cards. All of which, except for Obelisk, is kind of playable, but the rest is just not playable and never will be, probably. These are all limited edition for some reason, while everything else in this set did not have the limited edition thing. Neither in this set. Yeah, I don't know. Except for the 3 extra promo cards, which did. I don't know. And for some reason, oops, for some reason I put this in that pile. These two. This cannot be. This card cannot be in a deck, duh. But they're also limited edition to tokens. Yeah. So there's that. Like, in terms of tokens, by the way, I used to have, like, sheep tokens for my thing just printed. But, yeah. These are a little bit more fancy. So yeah, these are those decks, and that would conclude this opening. Next time, as I said, we are going to actually be opening booster packs, so that's gonna be more excitement there again. But reasons I got this were mostly these 3 guys here and like the Blue Eyes stuff, because yeah, there's that. I will see you in the next video of this, whenever I get to opening those boosters, which will be whenever I feel like buying them. So, as I said, about once or twice a month is how often I will be doing this. And we've got a long way ahead of us, because there is no way I'll get anywhere near to the amount of cards that are actually available in this game in a short amount of time. But that's not the thing. This is 100% about the journey and not about the goal. I just really like opening cards. So, see you in the next video. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And until next time, I'm WWDadmin. Bye.